Dethrone Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu won the United States Championship at WrestleMania, and he's been a pretty dominant champion. He had his first defense at Backlash. He's been a pretty most of the time looking very dominant, barely on the ground, barely the last one on the ground. He's always the one staying tall with his championship, and he's been booking him like a very dominant champion, which means we need to figure out who will dethrone. And I give 5 people who I think who have a big chance and will dethrone Jacob Fatu. But before we get his video, drop a big thumbs up down below, hit subscribe because I'm on the road to 500 subscribers. Really like it there before the end of the year. So let's get me to that goal. Anyway, let's hop into today's video. So number 1 I got on this list is Rey Fenix. Rey Fenix has obviously been doing this stuff with Guy the Phantasma, kind of the LWO stuff, but if they stop pointing Rey Fenix into those stuff like they've been doing for the past couple weeks, they could reasonably have him chase after the United States Championship if they don't have him and Penta team up again, because it looks like that's where they're going with. But if they want to keep him as a single star and have him keep going after the United States Championship, I think this would be a perfect opportunity. Have him go to the United States Champion. Have him go like that. Perfect. Bang, bang, bang. And also, I feel like Jacob and Fatu and Rey Fenix would have a banger match. Think about it. Jacob Fatu versus Rey Fenix. Tell me that won't be a match that you would watch 25 times. Unless it's like finisher, kick out, finisher, 1, 2, 3. That's it. Like, unless it's like that. But I doubt that this would not be a lovable match by the fans and by the other people in the arena. And honestly, it won't be a solid option. It would be a solid option to give Rey Fenix the championship, since he's already a great wrestler. He has experience in the ring. He knows how to carry a championship before. He's held multiple championships across every promotion he's been in. So why not give him the championship? And heck, we probably could get a solid run out of this man. Heck, maybe even, but if we can't get a solid run out of him, we know we can get great matches out of him. It's exactly what I feel like that's what they would do if they can't do a proper run with him. They would give him great, fantastic matches, and I feel like that's one key thing giving this dude the United States Championship. But likelihood right now is where the trajectory of Rey Fenix is going. I think he's going to team back up with Penta because they just brought this man back in the fold, and I think they want to do something with him and Penta, so we'll figure out. But he's not a bad option to have him as dethrone Jacob Fatu. Next up, we got LA Knight. Now, we all know LA Knight's been chasing this United States Championship for months, literal months at this point. He just literally had a match against Jacob Fatu, one of the 3 other men who were facing Jacob Fatu at Backlash, and he lost. He took the pin. I don't really like this option, but I could see WWE giving him the belt again because I feel like they trust him enough to give him the 3rd U.S. Championship run and have him take it to SummerSlam or maybe another PLA. They think he would be perfect to drop it at because I feel like they trust him. And heck, maybe something goes wrong with Jacob. Not saying it, and like Jacob Fatu's not having a good run, or something happens like an injury. Hope that it doesn't happen. But like maybe they would give it to LA Knight because they know LA Knight would be a good person to carry the championship until he comes back, or maybe someone else could. But I do not like this option because I feel like LA Knight needs to get away from the United States Championship and move on to the World Championship because he's not getting any older or younger. I meant, and if you're just gonna keep putting him in the United States Championship picture, now what's the point, bro? Because if he's getting older and older, the fans, you can already tell the fans are not as interested in him as they were when he first gained bunch of popularity in like 2023. He's lost a little bit of popularity. Still is very popular, but not as much as he once had. And I think it's time to pull the trigger on him in the Money in the Bank. I'm not even joking. Put him in the World Championship scene. It would be perfect for his character too, and it would be perfect for him. It would be literal perfect. He had his time in the mid-card division. Now let's have him in the World Championship division. I don't know why it took Jay and him the longest, who were very popular for so long. It took them the longest to give in championship gold. So now just give it. You give it to Jay. Now give it to LA Knight. Simple as that. But if they want to keep putting him in this dumb United States Championship picture, it's probably because they trust him, and they probably know that he could have a solid reign. He's popular with the fans, and they basically know that the fans are willing to take LA Knight as the United States champion, because we've seen it before, and we know that it can be very successful. Look at LA Knight's first reign. He had a bunch of defenses, had bunch of successful title defenses, great matches like at Crown Jewel, some with the Melo, Andrade, Ludwig. We all remember those. And I mean, his second reign wasn't as memorable as his first. I mean, I don't even know what he had. We know the Jake Fatu match at Mania. That was good. Oh, I feel if they give him a third run, they could figure out something. But I don't think that's where he belongs. Just don't. What do you guys think though? But yeah. Anyway, next person I got on this list is Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes, what are you doing with Carmelo Hayes? Why doesn't this dude have a championship already? This man should have been champion days ago. He should have been champion 2 months ago. Actually, since he's been drafted. He should have never had that match with Cody Rhodes to begin with. I get it. He was the first round draft pick facing the WWE champion. Makes sense, blah, blah, blah. Then he went to Game 7, LA Knight Room, or the games. Then he went to games with Andrade. Game 7 was ruined by LA Knight. Why? He should have been United States champion by now, because who was champion? Logan Paul? He should have defeated Logan Paul or defeated LA Knight, because honestly, they can get back on it. We all wanted Shinsuke to win the United States Championship because they gave him this new presentation, this new all this stuff, but not thinking about it, he should have defeated LA Knight for the first time, because LA Knight, first off, we already know that Carmelo Hayes would have a way better run that Shinsuke did, because Shinsuke didn't defend that thing barely, and if he did, it was for like 2 seconds, you know what I'm saying? So, I think Carmelo Hayes should have been champion a while ago, but this guy, again, is not getting any younger. And what are we doing? Why? I get where he won the Andre Giant Battle Royale, but does that really mean anything? Think about it. Does the Andre the Giant Battle Royale actually mean something? Let's be for real, bro. It does not mean nothing. It means absolutely squat. So, I think we should somehow put this dude in the United States Championship picture, and heck, maybe have a banger, legendary feud possibly with Jake Fatu, giving him the United States Championship, and we could see what Carmelo Hayes could do with the United States Championship. Because think about this, Carmelo Hayes hasn't held the championship in 2 years. He won the NXT Championship 2 years ago, and he about to lose it. He lost in September of 2023 and has not won a single championship since then. So it'll be 2 years since he held one, and basically, this would be a nice thing and at least show some confidence in Carmelo Hayes. Obviously, I can't really tell that WWE has confidence in this dude, because this dude has literally won the Andrade, had banger matches with Andrade, won the Andrade Giant Battle Royal, and all that stuff. But please, bro, WWE, I'm begging you, give this man a push, and that dude, and give him the United States Championship. It will do wonders for his career. He might even be more popular than he already was, and it gives him a championship, and it will see that Melo can be champion and be a great champion at that. That's why I think he should be champion. But anyway, let's go on to my next person who I got. Boom. Wesley. Now hear me out. Tell me why Wesley's been on NXT for like hundreds of years. He should have been called up last year, but no. They decided to keep him in NXT for one more year. I think what they were doing, because he played a babyface for most of it, all of his NXT run, and I think they're doing the same thing where they did with Braun Breaker, where they turned him heel to see if he could be heel. But now apparently they had him team up with some NXT guys, which I've never heard about before, and like I feel like they don't even care about Andrade. Like Wesley, he literally had a banger match with who is his name? His former tag team partner Zachary Wentz, and now I haven't heard of this dude in 12 months. Like, what happened to this dude? This guy was the biggest heel ever. Now he's just stuck in the jobber section of NXT. I know he just won against Tony D, but, like, what does he do now in NXT? I barely see him. Like, dude. Like, bro, they need to do something. He should have been called up as a babyface. He should never have had a heel run. He should have just been a babyface and then had to see if he can do a heel. But I don't even think at this point. I don't even think he never won the NXT championship in the first place. He's only held the NXT North American champion. Like, dude, put this guy back on the dome. Put this dude on the main roster. Have him on SmackDown. Have him in the United States Championship picture. See what he can do, because we already know he can be a great champion. Look at his NXT North American Championship run. It was a phenomenal run. People loved it. He became the longest reigning North American champion at the time. He obviously Obafemi broke that. And like, it don't make sense to me. How can he have the longest reigning? He had the longest reigning NXT North American Championship reign, and then all of a sudden, not do anything after that. Just kept going after the championship after over and over and over. Even when Oba held it, he just kept going after the championship over and over and over and over again. And it makes no sense to me. Like, tell me how it makes sense. Because it doesn't. It doesn't. Because look at Oba. He had the longest reigning NXT North American Championship reign, but then went straight. He had a rematch for it, then went straight to the main event of NXT, and now he's the current NXT champion. It makes no sense that they couldn't do the same thing for Wesley, but we'll never know. He should have already been on the main roster. He should have been the United States champion months ago. But we can't. We already know he has great matches. He's great in the ring. He has promo skills. And he can be a great champion. We've seen it before. So this man should already be champion. He should have been already on the main roster. He shouldn't be stuck in NXT still. It makes no sense to me. Please help me understand it. It makes no sense to me. He should already be on the main roster 2 years ago. Like, bro. I just don't understand. Ilya got called up. He was only NXT champ. Oh my god, it gives me a headache thinking about it, bro. Next up, we got Berto. Now hear me out. Berto, what it looks like from storyline perspective, is he's about to leave the LWO, about to betray them. Not LWO, Legado del Fantasma, because him and Santos have been getting in this little feud thing, right? And then after they get done that feud up and they finally hit the... Actually, you know what? That's probably going to take like a year or so to have Legado del Fantasma and Berto... turn Berto babyface. It's going to take a long time, because we've seen what happened with the Austin Theory babyface term. Hell, we've seen it with the Chad Gable, Otis stuff. Like, unbelievable, bro. It took that. I can't believe... Some things make me upset. I'm not even joking. Anyway, Berto. I think after Berto finally turns babyface and leaves Legado, which honestly should happen next 2 weeks. No, I'm not joking. It should happen in the next 2 weeks. Next 2 to 3 weeks. Triple H, I'm giving you 3 weeks to turn this dude babyface, and if it doesn't happen in 3 weeks from now, don't turn babyface. Just forget the whole storyline, because you take too long. Anyway, I think after he's done with the whole Legado thing, he can go after U.S. Gold, because a U.S. Championship Gold, Singles Gold. I think people are kind of realizing how good and great Berto can be in the ring. Hell, I just realized how good Berto was in the ring too, and he has a great look to be a champion. So why not give this dude a champion? He's only held what, the cruiserweight championship? Not even that, maybe. Bro, just give him the championship. I feel like he could not have like a good. He could have solid matches, great matches, have a solid, nice reign to carry the championship, and then boom. But by the time this Legado Umberto babyface turn happens, Jacob Fatu is probably already in the main eventing WrestleMania for the World Championship at this point. Like, we know how long these Triple H storylines take up. I might have to make a whole video why, and just exert my frustrations how long the Triple H is booking. That's something I need. That's actually a video I'll probably do soon, where I'm just gonna talk about the stuff I don't like about Triple H's booking. But anyway, I do think Berto should be champion in the next 3 to 4 months. I'm giving Triple H the next 3 to 4 months to give this man a singles championship. And I mean singles champion. I mean the United States Championship. He better be United States champion in the next 3 to 4 months. After that, if he does not have a singles championship, give up on the storyline, because we know it's never going to happen now. It will never happen if it doesn't happen again soon. Anyway, that's all I have, guys, for today. What do you guys think? Comments below. Leave a like, all that stuff. Anyway, have a beautiful rest of the day. See you tomorrow. Bye.